Perhaps it's ready? There. There you go. There you go. Welcome back. Welcome back to more Talos Principle 2, I should add. We're about to go in the mega structure. We are 3/4 of the way through, apparently. Plus all the extra stuff. The mega structure doesn't count towards the percentage. So, technically not 3/4, but almost. Almost. Nubian, I've just insulted by doing the voice when he arrived, and for some reason made him rural Yorkshire. I've just gone the wrong way. Oh yeah, it's very moody here now, isn't it? But he's not from rural Yorkshire. He's from far further south than that.
All right, I'm taking us in.
Okay,
Let's
Yakut.
hope we can find the big guy.
Who are we leaving behind? I've forgotten who we've... What's going on? Byron's in there somewhere. We're going to go save Byron. I think Al has decided he's staying behind, potentially. Because this is Melville. This is Yakut. I keep calling him Yakult, like the drink, but that's his name. Don't hit the laser! Ah! How are people this evening? If you're in the UK, we're looking forward to a 4-day weekend, which is nice. In my case, I've ended it with a 6-day weekend. Don't know how that's happened, but it's just how my shifts have fallen. I'm quite happy. This is day 1 of a 6-day weekend. After a holiday. Right, off we go then. I'll see you guys in a bit. Let's go exploring. It's oppressive as usual. A lot less vegetation on this side though. Unless it's all in here. Here it is. Here's the vegetation. How come it's not growing out there but it's growing in here? Ooh. I think I want to go this way. Can I go this way? I cannot go this way. Can I go this way? That, to me, looks like a massive server farm. Go this way. There's a reader here. Let's press the reader. Oh, good. Let's open up with 4 pieces of reading for the stream, shall we? Fantastic. From your Stathiest Athena. Dearest Athena, I don't know if you will see this. You have just become even more distant from the affairs of New Jerusalem than I have. Miss speaking to you in Cornelius, and I fear that some of your estrangement is my own fault. I know things are not as you would wish them to be, and the city is drifting away from that bold vision you established. This is not because of your leadership or a lack thereof. You did not fail. I did. I know I've said it before, but the New Alexandria disaster was my fault. I'm the one who took the initiative, and I'm the one who made the mistake. Yes, there should have been procedures in place, but it was my role to create such procedures, Athena, and not yours. I wish I had listened to Byron when he said we had to establish another settlement immediately. Learn from the pain, don't let it fester. He was right. That's where the rot set in, and I'm sorry. With love, Eustathius. Is Eustathius to blame for Miranda's death? Did she die in New Alexandria? The Machines, from the author's note to Athena Reborn, a novel. My work has meant something to you. If Athena had any kind of impact on you, some story, wonder tales from the periphery moved you or made you think, then there is something about myself I need to share with you. The only autobiographical fact I have in any interest in sharing, and the only thing about me that matters to you outside my work. Every breath that I take, and so every story that I write, it's only possible because of technology. There are no natural remedies, no spiritual alternatives for what I was born. My existence is wholly contingent upon a level of technological sophistication which was heretofore unimaginable, and which will in many ways define the coming era. When you long for a return to simpler times, and you wish for a world when you long for a return to simpler times, you wish for a world in which I could not exist. If you're looking for answers, consider the fact that I was granted the blessing of this technology despite being born into poverty, and my writing having never been particularly lucrative. The civilizational structures I live within were arranged in such a way that this technology would be deployed to save my life. Are these structures not also, at the end of the day, a kind of machine? What is the state? What is civilization, if not a machine? Think about what this means, what this is. Is it systemic compassion? Is it liberation from nature? Is it equality of opportunity? Whatever your belief system, think hard about what it means that I am alive because of these machines, and I've created something that matters to you. Thank you for reading. I don't know what this book is necessarily, or what that implication has on me. In fact, it even says author anonymous, even though it's from the author's note. That's kind of odd. Excerpted from Orthodoxy by G.K. Chesterton. I don't really want to read this because Chesterton stuff is complicated. I'm just going to ignore that one, sorry. Actually, let me put it back on the screen. Those of you who want to watch the VOD and then read it, there it is. There's the other bit. Do it again. And the founding, day 680, New Jerusalem. That's the name that we have picked. Am I sad that my suggestion didn't win? Maybe a little, but is it a good name? But no, it is a good name. A fitting name, a name we can be proud of. With it comes a new kind of optimism. Everyone is thinking of the future once more. I, for one, am glad that we have recovered our equilibrium and our determination. Tina and Cornelius are certainly bustling with plans and bright visions of the future. They tell us of these dreams of theirs. It's hard not to be drawn in by the pretty pictures that they paint. Speaking of which, I'm becoming more and more fascinated with ancient human art, thinking about our own role in taking the next step in that long history. The citizens of Gehenna found meaning in art, and they were imprisoned. Free people should be able to accomplish so much more. That was a lot of reading, given I'm 5 minutes into the stream. And I don't appreciate it. Also, this room is a dead end. So, if I'd have gone the other way, I never would have read them. God damn it. This way, then. Presumably puzzles in here, open door, wander in. Oh, floaty boxes. Does it count as reading a book? You'll have to ask TC the answer to that question. Floaty boxes. A red end. Lovely stuff. Nubian. Although, without the context, that just sounds a bit rude. A red end. It looks better written down than it does said out loud, let's put it that way. Can we go in this one instead? We're allowed in this one. Ah! It went down instead of up.
Yay! I found another elevator. My favorite.
Hey, I'm enjoying this elevator. You shut your mouth. Yeah, good. Oh, wow.
Once again, I have no idea where I am.
Me neither.
No sign of Prometheus so far. Hope you're doing better, 1K.
Once again, getting Portal vibes. And the Citadel from Half-Life 2. And also Bioshock, bizarrely.
I know I've said this before, but look at the size of this. How can all of this be one machine?
This is what you get when one machine builds a bigger machine, which builds an even bigger machine.
That's our whole history, isn't it? The whole history of humankind. And it's not just machines. It's science, it's literature. Knowledge builds on knowledge.
It's... You know, I said the other room looked a bit like a server farm. I mean... Even scarier. Down the side of these? Is there anything to get down the side for? No. I really don't like being in the megastructure. I'm much more comfortable trying to solve puzzles in the open air. And we are going deeper. It's the thing from the stuff.
Be careful, 1K. We don't know what's down there.
Prometheus, evidently.
Oh no.
Holy shit. There are 5 of them, apparently. Just me, or does this look a little bit like a trap from Saw? Where are we going exactly? How's he going to get me? He's in chains. Let's go solve some puzzles then. There are 2 puzzles over here, and I guess there's 2 over there, and there's 1 over there. Right, am I going to get frustrated at bridge puzzles? Yes, I am. Music here with the chorus is quite something. Oh, we're not climbing this. Oh, now we are, because we're connected to the magnets. I missed... No, I haven't. And then here, it sounds like there's cicadas and crickets living here. They're just quite happily hanging out in the megastructure. No big deal. This is a 2-piece bridge. I still got it wrong the first time. Do I? Can I? That's 1. That was cool. That was a cool animation. Oh, there's another route this way. I was trying to think where I was supposed to go next, but it does double back on us. Ahoy! 'Tis the Bommel. How you doing? Welcome to the megastructure. And when I get a chance to show you wherever he is, he's on the other side of this wall, so I can't actually show you at the moment. But we're trying to free Prometheus from his chains. I'm doing pretty good. There he is. Just hanging out, all chained up, waiting for me to save him. building more Tetronimo bridges. Why'd you chain up Pandora? Put him there. It could be his kingdom. Yeah, the mega structure is just a giant sex dungeon. Oh, his plan has been revealed. He's been a bad boy, I bet he has. But yes, we're unchaining him. Is the plan. With this incredible music. Hello. I also really like that as an animation. His arm, it has been unleashed. Now, I guess we go back. Can I get back this way? Oh, just about. Yes. This way, and then upstairs. So we're going to do the other two on the other side for his other arm. And then we'll do the one in the middle. I presume it wants me to do it in that order anyway. More Tetris bridges. Oh, that one was easy enough. Oh, shit. They ran straight off the edge then. Where are you taking me that's so far away? I am upside down now. Down. Space. I press space. Double check, but I'm guessing. Probably don't have much of a choice. Okay. I'm still fascinated by the fact there are little like crickets and insects and stuff just living in the megastructure. Like, just randomly amongst all these little trees and stuff. Off it goes. Without humans, nature will take over. 7. Yeah, they're not even like massively like oppressive trees or anything. You'd think if this has been left for centuries, that'd be far bigger. Like, this is the biggest tree in the area. But has us being here caused them to happen? Which way is out? I just want to leave. Which way is out? There it is. Couldn't see it. Upstairs. Megastructure not up to code. I'm guessing it wasn't expecting human interference. And yet, there are stairs built everywhere for human interference. I come the wrong way here. Oh yeah, I go this way. I took one too many turns. Wash my feet. Yakut's drone is here. Scares the crap out of me every single time. Like, could you not buzz me so fucking close with your drone? Oh, hey.
I don't think you can get up here, 1K. Guess I'll have to do a puzzle after all. It can't be that hard, right? It's not like everyone is depending on me.
I totally could get up there if the game would let me. So you're off to do that one. I mean, thanks, I guess. I'll go to do the one.
But if this has to connect over here, then... Wait. If I do this, and then that... What?
It's me.
I did it! Wow! I feel really smart. Also, never doing that again.
I feel that's a nice narrative touch, though. That it hasn't just left me to do all 5 of them on my own. But yes, I had to solve it up to a point, but then it just went, yeah, we've got somebody else to do this bit for you. It's a nice touch. Also, how did he get up there? Wow, I can't do that. What has happened here? There we go. I don't even know which of the which 3D plane I was on there, but I did it, so I shall accept it. Right, come around in a circle. Oh. There's a bridge up the wall. Hold on a minute, what's this way then? Have I been here? Where'd I just come from? Yes, this is. How odd. Guess we'll climb the wall then. Thanks for giving me those in the right order, game. Another one of those. Heck. Why are you making noises at me, game? Actually quite scared of what's going to happen now. We have released Prometheus. I just got to pull the lever at the front of him again, don't I? In order to properly release him. Release myth. Release mythus. I can't put those two words together, but it feels like it should. Can I... all that pent-up release. I'm off to pull his lever so we can finish. If we're carrying on the metaphor of this being his giant sex dungeon, definitely. This game's taken a turn, hasn't it? All the way back to the switch, which I presume will then grind the chains up and hopefully not smash the statue. Can you imagine if we launch this and the chains just like pull the statue over? Oh crap, we might actually be pulling it over. Prometheus is alive!
I thank you, Son of Man, for breaking my chains. Too long has the flame been hidden by fear and mystery. It is time to put away these childish things and for you to know the truth of the Alpha and the Omega, of the beginning and the end. I will send you visions of the truth, but remember that prophecies are a heavy burden.
Turns out we just brought upon war.
New Jerusalem sounds like such a beautiful place.
Oh, lots of people.
So, how did you decide to leave? I know what we're trying to accomplish here, and I believe in it. But for you, New Jerusalem was home. What changed that?
It took me a long time to realize that something was wrong. Oh, I'd noticed that something was off, that something had changed since the early days, but I couldn't really put my finger on it. So I ignored it. And then one day I woke up to realize I was no longer Athena. Instead, I had been transformed into the Founder, a remote figure of legend, mythologized in my own time.
But if it bothered you, couldn't you just talk to them? If you share the truth with someone, they should change their mind, shouldn't they?
Oh, I wished it worked that way, Miranda. I really do, but I barely knew the last generations. In the beginning, I was there for every birth. I explained our history, talked about our future, but at some point, I got so busy building that future that I lost touch.
There's only $1,000.
Figure because that's
Should make it sound like there's millions.
But can you change that?
I tried, but they already saw me as the Founder. The myth was too powerful, and it was already taking on a life of its own. I'd set a goal of 1,000 citizens. The number was arbitrary. Just a nice round number, nothing more.
Hello, that's me.
Just like I became the Founder, it became the goal. Another part of the myth. And maybe that could have been all right. Myths are a part of who we are, but something else crept in.
As she's just pointed out, yeah.
Self-hatred.
So why didn't you just tell them to change? To go a different way? They would have listened to you.
No, they would have obeyed me, like my siblings in the simulation had obeyed. And that's when I realized I had to leave.
We can show them the future, Miranda, but we can't force them to accept it.
Oh no. Oh.
I have it. After all this time, I have it. I finally have it. The mechanics of the cosmos. From quarks to galactic filaments. Everything that makes the world what it is, makes us who we are. In a single equation. The key to understanding the machine that is the universe, and to controlling it. A theory of everything. And she was right. The language of creation is a melody, and it's beautiful. Every future is possible now. Every future, except one with Miranda in it. I can do anything, except bring her back. Or unbreak Cornelius's heart.
Gates of Horn and Ivory. You're welcome, Bomo, to the Gates of Horn.
Byron was right. The Founder was always a fiction. She's just a person.
A theory of everything. She solved it. She solved the last puzzle.
You need to get out of there. We'll talk about this later.
Okay, bye. Yeah, the Gates of Horny, that's where Prometheus keeps his sex dungeon that we've just been in.
If the goal is a myth, and Athena never intended for us to stop growing, but everything here went wrong and Miranda died, then what's the point of all of this?
What's the point of anything?
Why the puzzles, the towers, the entities? What are we being tested for? Does she want us to prove her worthy of the theory of everything? Or to learn from her mistakes and reject it? I don't understand.
I don't think we're meant to yet.
Finally, it all makes sense. Anti-gravity, matter synthesis, teleportation. It's not just one new technology. It's control over physics. Manipulating the base layer of reality itself.
There's a...
Rearranging the building blocks of the universe. If we can gain control of the megastructure, we can do anything we want. I'm not even talking about our energy problem. We can build anything we want. We can go anywhere we want. It's all up to us.
Unless we fail. Unless we make a mistake like Miranda and we lose everything.
Now, I'm not convinced that having control over absolutely everything is a good idea. I mean, Melville already sounds psychotic talking about it. I get the feeling Byron's going to tell us not to do it. When we eventually free him.
Is everyone okay?
All good. I'm taking us back now.
That's a relief. Meanwhile, there's been a development. You'll see when you land. How are things on your end?
The energy fluctuations seem to be dying down. Looks like the system is coming out of lockdown.
Good. Let's hope we don't regret this.
Become the horny werewolf you always wanted. I mean, there was no problem with wanting to become a horny werewolf in the first
energy
place.
Clouds just fly about? That seems terribly dangerous.
We haven't had any problems so far.
Except for losing one of the first companions, of course. No, I don't blame you, Al. I know what he's like. And I'm the one who agreed to all this in the first place. That's why I had to see it for myself. It is dreadfully imposing, though,
Oh,
isn't it?
that's the
Hard to
problem.
believe the founder would build something so sinister.
The mayor's here?
Well, this should be interesting.
Very. Hello.
Ah, 1K. Welcome back. I'm sure you're surprised by my presence here. Don't worry, neither I nor my advisors will be getting in your way. But I've decided that I need to see this place for myself. These visions sent to you by the entity that calls itself Prometheus are
Goddamn chair.
deeply concerning, of course. But we cannot take them at face value. In fact, it's crucial that we do not do so. We cannot simply abandon all that we believe because of a dream, no matter how vivid.
But
No. If the founder really built all this, then it must have a purpose. It must be a test, designed to remind us of the trials that created us. But what is she trying to tell us? What are we being tested for? I believe that Byron's fate shows us the dangers of temptation. As Elohim attempted to deceive Athena in the simulation, commanding her not to ascend, so Prometheus is deceiving us with his visions.
he's been here for 5 fucking minutes and he thinks he knows all of what's gone on across 10 streams of this. I'm not certain I agree with your interpretation, Mayor.
Of course, it's only natural, given what you've experienced.
Yeah, much more than he has.
And perhaps I'm wrong.
Yes, you are.
Perhaps everything we believe about the founder is indeed a lie.
Not quite everything.
But let's not be quite so pessimistic just because of a dream, shall we? After all, can it really be a coincidence that you came along on this mission? It seems to me that you have been chosen.
He told me to
You are
go.
the fulfillment of the goal.
It's the whole point of the game. I've never once before, I mean I probably have, never once before wanted to punch a robot in the face. Until this guy. Fucking interfering. Go away. You're not needed here. Let me do my puzzles. Let's go to the Western Delta. That's the southern coast. That's so we've got High Plain, Anthropic Hills, Western Delta. There we go.
How's the system looking, Melville? Any obvious changes?
It's still a mess, but things are clearing up. I can access some of the subroutines that I was locked out of before. Nothing is obviously malfunctioning, I think.
Does it still accord special significance to 1K?
Yes, it recognizes 1K as a user. I'm just hacking things.
As I suspected, the Founder sees you, 1K.
With his massive key. Look at his massive key. The story's made quote-unquote sense so far, but that's the first point at which I feel like it's taken a step in the wrong direction, and, as you say, getting in the way. The rest of it sort of follows at the moment. Like a reason for why the puzzles exist and all that kind of stuff. Oh, it was top town cry. Right, let's go find out what crazy new mechanic you've given me today. Although I did spot on the way in, before we go do any puzzles, this guy. We're gonna go sort this out first. Right. This way. Possibly. I'm not going to talk to the mayor. I don't want to talk to the mayor. Mayor's a prick. Doesn't deserve to be talked to. I've already lost which route I'm actually supposed to be taking. Let's read some stuff. Excuse me. From Arenia to Athenia. Needs to reread. I need to be able to fucking speak. He needs to read Rule 1, yeah. Athena, I know that we didn't have the greatest relationship, and I frequently antagonized you. The truth is, I resented you, resented this mythology of the Founder. I thought you had created it deliberately as a way of controlling us. I wanted so badly to be free, and you seemed to stand in the way of that. Only after you left and the cult of personality, CM Punk, grew even wilder, did I realize it was actually a burden and an impediment to you. When they turned your myth into the opposite of everything you actually believe, started tearing down your dreams in your own name, I realized I'd wronged you. Now I'm less free than ever. I feel the walls are crushing me. I don't know where you are or what you were doing, don't know if you'll be coming back to fix things, but I'm sorry. Okay. The Atlas Variations. By Athanasios? Athanasios? I don't know. After 1 billion years, when Atlas had grown old and tired of holding up the world, he was faced with a dilemma. Heracles, the son of Zeus, was on his way to the garden of the Hesperides to claim the golden apples, which were guarded by the dragon Ladon. What a lad. What a lad. Zeus came to Atlas and promised that if Atlas helped Heracles slay the dragon, Zeus would free Atlas from his burden. But Atlas, seeing the beauty and innocence of Ladon, beloved of the Hesperides, that word, could not slay the beast. Instead, he stole the apples and gave them to Heracles, and so he was condemned to bear the weight of the cosmos for another 1 billion years. Though Atlas grieved for his freedom, he was comforted by watching Ladon flourish in the verdant garden. And then Joy and Beauty from the Soul of Man by Oscar Wilde. Sympathy with pain, there will, of course, always be one of the first instincts of man. The animals which are individual, the higher animals, that is to say, share it with us. But it must be remembered that while sympathy with joy intensifies the sum of joy in the world, sympathy with pain does not really diminish the amount of pain. May make man better able to endure evil, but the evil remains. Will you stop using fanciful fucking authors and artists and stuff and just give me plain fucking English to read? That'd be wonderful. The Bogwabas count. Yes, I haven't added a counter for that yet. Sympathy with consumption does not cure consumption. That is what science does. Christ made no attempt to reconstruct society, and consequently, the individualism that he preached to man could be realized only through pain or in solitude. The ideals that we owe to Christ are the ideals of the man who abandons society entirely, or of the man who resists society absolutely. But man is naturally social. Even the Thebaid? Even the Thebaid? Became peopled at last. I don't know who these people are. Though the Cenobite realizes his personality is often an impoverished personality that he so realizes. Shallow speakers and shallow thinkers in pulpits and on platforms often talk about the world's worship of pleasure and whine against it. It is rarely in the world's history that its ideals have been one of joy and beauty. When you tell people that a society could be built on the ideals of joy and beauty, they think you're a utopian fantasist. Tell them society will always be built on exploitation and greed, they think you're wise. Then they make the outcome inevitable. Formative cynicism has always been the hallmark of adolescence. Has there ever been a society of adults? Can there ever be one? Why is this childishness so extremely powerful, more powerful than joy? Because joy and beauty requires cultivation, whereas childish is just inherent. There's a deer having a bit of a fucking moment over here, look. You shall never leave. You're stuck on a hill now. Right, which way are you heading? You're heading that way. It's got the zoomies. Try through here. If I can. Hopefully the water doesn't get too deep. The water's getting too deep. I don't think I can get across here. At least not here. Oh, have I stumbled upon a puzzle? I have. I need to know what buttons to push for that, but at least I know that's here. I wonder if I'm not supposed to go out this way. I wonder if I've actually got my angles wrong. Found some treasure that I can't do anything with. Yeah, I feel like this is the edge of the area, as it were. It's like they've just put a convenient moat around it. Robots have pirates? I don't know. Well, I don't think I'm finding the thing just from randomly wandering. So... Oh, hello. You'll do.
What is freedom? Is it merely to be ruled by those who speak one's language or share one's customs? No. That is merely a more convenient servitude. Is it to have no obligations, no loyalties? No. That is not to be free, but to be alone. What of freedom from hunger and thirst? Here we are closer to the truth. For freedom requires life. But one may have all the meat and all the wine in the world and still not be free. The most important freedom of all is the freedom to speak one's mind, to make one's thoughts public without fear, and so participate openly and boldly in democracy. It is the freedom of the dissenter and the gadfly, the rebel and the fool, that is the true measure of whether a city is free.
Well, I found the thing whilst he was chatting. It's on top of this structure. It's there, quite clearly. The question is, how do I get on top of the structure? Because I can't just climb the side. At least I know where it is. I know where it is. So let's go all the way back around and find puzzle 1. You two can talk to me whilst you're at it.
Father, what is my purpose? Do I have a purpose? Mother says purpose is something we choose. But I feel like there's something there. Something that's been there from the moment I was born. Maybe even before.
Well, there are many ways of looking at this, and everyone's experience is different, so you'll have to make up your own mind. But I have a little theory, if you'd like to humor your old man.
Of course. What is it?
The universe is eternal, but it's always lost in a deep, dreamless sleep. You are a tiny little bit of the universe that's suddenly woken up, and you've realized that being awake is better than being asleep. And that gives you
that's
purpose.
debatable.
And what is my purpose?
To be, Miranda. Just to be.
Sometimes being asleep is more fun than being awake. Right, what new mechanics have you brought me, game? What are we doing today? Oh. It's a floaty platform. What were you connected to? Were you connected to that? Interesting. So can I send you further along that line? What else we got then? So when that's turned on, I need to add anime as a blocked tag. Why? Have you had filth turn up on your wish list again? Not on your wish list, on your timeline, rather. Yeah, it's pretty constant. If I now put this here, will it go the other way? There's a time and place of filth, and Steam is not it. I was going to say, that's the blue one. That needs to go on there, obviously. Yeah, so I'm on Keymailer relatively often because, you know, always looking for bonus things to play. Unfortunately, it creeps onto there as well, and it's just like, could you not? How do I... Just, how do I? Does this connect to the blue one at all? It does, if I leave it there. Yeah, it doesn't build. Is that because whoever's made the quote-unquote game hasn't put the filters on the game itself? I do not know why this puzzle took me as long as it did. I can see it was moving, but I couldn't work out why there was a split in the cableage. But then if they'd not put it on, then
I know you're all thinking about
the game
goal
needs reporting, I
and
suppose.
the theory of everything. Is the past what we thought it was? Is the future what we want it to be?
But that doesn't mean they'll take it down.
But the only thing that's real, at the end of the day, is the present. And right now, what matters is that our friend is lost and needs our help.
2 is over here. This is not in any order. Well, it is. It's in numerical order, but it's not laid out in order. Oh yeah. That's it. Exactly. They get one shut down, they'll just open up another one. Okay, so I can't. Batch. That's the exit. That'll let me in. But I can't. What? Great, but I can't release it. Can't get in anywhere else. I'm missing a step here. Yeah, they do. So you can fire it through these ones, but you can't fire it through these type. At least you couldn't previously. Yeah, it just prevents it, even though it's quite clearly got a gap in it. It's just, as it's more of a visual aid than a problem in that sense. I'm like, I need to bring that out. Oh, hang on, can I? And then bring this out. There we go. Alright, let's leave you there for a minute. Now I can block the door open with it. Right, there we go. I'm in. Where is... There it is. I'm in. Oh, you can't charge it directly. Although I don't need to. It turns out I put it in the right spot anyway. I need the box. There we go. So the new mechanic is the great big floaty thing that doesn't have a name yet. We're just going to call it the platform with a capital P. What have you got for me? The Goal Mega Thread. I recognise that many citizens feel the need to discuss the visions experienced by 1K, which suggests that perhaps certain aspects of what we have hitherto believed about the founder and the goal may be inaccurate. However, given the controversy surrounding the subject matter, I will ask everyone to be particularly careful in how they express themselves. Air Roomba. Air Roomba sounds like a robot airline. I think we have final and it's a word I really struggle with. I know what it means, I just can't say it. Irrevocable proof that we strayed from Athena's original vision. I agree, but I'd like to submit that even if that weren't the case, deliberately engineering an energy-poor future would still be a disastrous and mythanthropic idea. How do you know any of this is real? Athena's voice is just Alexander Drennan's. I could switch to the same voice pack right now and record myself telling that the goal is the truth. Ovis makes a good point. Objective truth is not a concept that can be applied to the world we live in. Historical truth or personal truth? You don't deserve to wear that uniform. You're welcome, Claire. You're welcome. Fine, then we can just collectively decide to believe in something else, right? Doesn't even have to be Athena. Let's just believe in Byron's ideas instead. Byron's ideas are a teleological fantasy? A what? A what? But if it's all arbitrary, what does it matter? Not sure what to believe anymore. I don't think I can support Byron, but I'm not sure I believe the goal is real anymore either. Does it matter what Athena believes? Honest question. Let's say the founder is a myth that was constructed around it. In that scenario, what do we owe Athena at the end of the day? An apology. Not an answer I expected you, but you may be right. Maybe it's as simple as that. Or none of this matters, because it's actually aliens. Thanks, Jacques, and your 420. There's a nice way possible this game is huffing its own farts. I just don't like the phrase huffing its own farts. I wish you could put that in a nicer way than that. I also completely disagree. There's a lot of philosophy and complex analogy being used for a puzzle game, but it just covers everything else, doesn't it? Automatic builds. Oh, great. Can we do that? It's philosophizing. Ow! I can't bring that with me, can I? My bad. The teleological argument is an argument for the existence of God, or more generally, complex functionalities in the natural world. Looks designed with. Can you explain it to me like I'm 5, please, Hoove? What? Complex functionality in the natural world, which looks designed as evidence of an intelligent. Oh, okay. What colour is this? Oh, here's an interesting thought. Does it matter what colour... Fuck off. Does it matter what colour beam I put in this? It does. Does it have to be a red beam then? Apparently it does. I mean, that's fine, because I can piggyback off that one. Your brain would put it in plain English. Fair enough. Right, so I need to... My brain is also having a moment. Give me a sec. What colour was the door on the other side? It's also red, wasn't it? See, presumably. I mean, it would also help if connected to that. I just want to see if it stays open long enough. I mean, yes, it does. Okay. But what colour is this one? So the problem I have now is how do I open the... I can't take it with me. I can't take them with me. So I can get through to here. I need to be able to put this one do I? I need to lock the door open. I don't think I can charge it that way. Why is it now stuck? Oh, because this beam can't be seen by that. I need to put that. So does this have to be the other way around then? But I can't open that with the... That needs to open that. If I... set that up to be connected to that, and also to that, whilst on this, but then put this where it can't see it on the other side. But then that can still... So when it goes back, will it go red? Amazing. I thought I'd put it together wrong, but turns out not. It did what I wanted to do, but it wasn't connected the way I thought it would work. It's that one it needed to not see, not that one. Anyway, it's solved. It's all starting to make sense, apparently. What Prometheus revealed about the theory of everything is true, then it explains a lot of the patterns I've been finding. Almost every artificial structure on this island was printed into existence in some kind of energy-to-matter process, or maybe by different versions of that process, some earlier and less effective. Oh, they're all doing it now. They're all talking fucking jargon. I can only assume that the megastructure itself was created by bootstrapping, having one machine make a bigger one, which probably means you could create a relatively small device that turns itself into a complete megastructure. Or you could make a machine that just deploys more and more of itself and builds something. City in a box. Depends on the power source, I guess. Isn't bootstrapping a paradox? Or is that just the name of a paradox? Are we going over here? Where am I going for number 4? Over here? What is this? It's broken, whatever it is. More reading. More reading. And some listening. Selected archive documents A to C. We live in a decaying system which in turn produces ideologies of decay to justify its existence. No matter what cultural signifiers they get packaged with, these ideologies come down to the same material results. A future in which, for the average person, there is less of everything. To paraphrase Mark Fisher, don't know who Mark Fisher is, you find it easy to imagine the decline of civilization to imagine a civilization worth living in. Those of us who still believe that humanity can thrive, that there is a path forward other than willful or accidental decay, are out of sync with the system. No matter how we phrase our arguments, they will be perceived in terms of whatever cultural signifiers the listener opposes. It's a deeply frustrating, depressing, and even infuriating situation, but what can we do? Except patently explain and hope conditions change. In other words, what can we do except have faith? This was written only a few months before the discovery of the virus. There was no time for conditions to change. Oh well. Day 882. It's been a while since I wrote an entry in my journal. Much has changed in New Jerusalem. We put up a good chunk of the planned living quarters, and the old storage facility has been converted into a movie theatre of all things. So we still argue a lot, but now it's mostly about which film we'll be watching next. Other construction efforts are going well too, although we've begun to run out of readily accessible resources. Our scavenging expeditions are ranging further and further afield with each passing month, and the sites that have been reported on sound truly marvellous. One day I might want to go see for myself. It's a good thing in that regard that we'll be getting 2 new citizens soon because everyone is as busy as ever. More hands to help us build our future. I can't wait to meet them. 2 new citizens. In the entirety of the game so far, I don't remember meeting 999. Because surely the one thing worse than being 1000, being the goal, is being the one that came before the goal. Because you have no purpose. But 999.
How is this supposed to work? The system is meant to last centuries. Centuries! And yeah, Chernyshevsky's plan, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But I'm working with hardware that was deliberately designed to fail.
Where's
Planned
evil? Oh,
obsolescence,
Doge.
baby.
I forgot about
Selling broken
Doge.
garbage just to make another buck. A buck you can't even spend because in a few more weeks, we'll be extinct. Was it worth it? That's the part that Alexandra doesn't see. The greed, the stupidity, the selfishness, the way that we created this whole situation in the first place. She wants you to be like us, but if you ask me, there's a whole lot of human history and behavior you can just throw away, chuck it in the trash, right? You have a chance at a fresh start. Make the best of it.
I think we found Robot 999, by the way. I think they've just arrived in the chat. No, thank you. Off you go. You want to meet Snoop Dogg? But I mean, there was the guy who said dude a lot, who was called Purple. Does he count? I'm just gonna copy paste that somewhere so I know where to put that. I am. But yes, good to have bots coming into your bot-based game, isn't it? He wasn't number 420. 420 was mentioned. I think his name was Jacques. And he did sound like he was smoking something when he responded to a bunch of stuff. But Doge, 666 that we met earlier on, there was a collective agreement not to be a spy against the mayor. And then we've not heard from them since. So, here we are. Tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak. This is a long, long puzzle. Have we met 69? I don't know, you know. Erin is back again. Hello, how is it? How are you doing? I have a question for you, Erin. I was hoping you would come back at some point. I have a question for you. Because I went and followed you back. I hadn't realised when you were in the stream last time that you are the voice actor for Alexandra Drennan in the first one. So welcome. How are you doing? I had no idea, honestly. I was like, I knew I recognised the name, but I couldn't work out where from. So how's it going? Why would you? Yeah, without thinking about it. I knew I'd seen your name written down somewhere, and it just hadn't occurred to me it was from this. Oh shit, really? Of course you are. It did mention she used Alexandra Drennan's voice language library. So yeah, welcome. How are you? Did they have you do all the voice acting and then not let you play the game beforehand? You're the same language library, yeah. How cool is that? Yes, welcome everybody to Athena from this actual game. That's really cool. And then there was another game I played that I saw you on the list of. Now I've forgotten what it is. But yes, I was just like, why do I know who this person is? And also, what the hell am I doing in this puzzle? You don't get to play it until... I mean, that's the fairest way of doing it. What am I doing here? What's happening? No. Oh, I don't need to connect to the thing itself, do I? Because it's connected to that. Work very close with the right, but you don't get to play it until release. So that's... I mean, it's probably fair, though. Right, so now it's trapped. Oh, but it's not trapped, is it? Ah! My camera went... My mouse just lost all motion. You don't see anything. Oh. Why can't I... Oh, because the door shuts if I do that. Can I just drop you here? Yeah, I get what you mean. But yeah, it was like... Went and followed you back because you seemed quite interesting, and then it was just like, Canadian voice actor. It's like, what have you been in? Of course, you've been in this. Can I connect you to here? Oh, now I'm trapped in here with it. Ah. You're basically American now. Nice. I think I've messed this up. I done fucked up. No, I don't want to take you. Let me out. I don't even know what I've done. So it won't come out of there unless because I can't. Is there any other way in? It's not what Canadians say. I mean, you can be both, right? You can be dual citizenship. I'm not entirely sure what I've done here. Just a green card holder. I'm not entirely sure what the difference is, but I guess one is like a work visa in effect. Have I screwed this up to a point where I can't fix it? I don't know. It's higher than a permanent. Oh, okay. So... No, I don't want to do that. I want to get it off the button. Get off the button! Now I've just got a revolving problem. Rome's a nice place. I've never been, but I've heard it's quite nice. Do you know what? I'm going to reset this. I think I've got that stuck in the corner because it runs out of power and falls back on the button, and I don't want it to be on the button, so I can put something else on the button. Let's try this again. That on there. Right, you wait there. So, myself and Tangled Web, currently living in the same house. We are based in Salford, outside of Manchester. Hoovian, I don't know where they're from, but I can tell you from relating back to something you weren't here for at the beginning of the stream, they're not from Yorkshire. And then Bommel, who is around somewhere still, I don't know if he's still here, is Austrian, although I insist he's Dutch. Can I reach the button from here? No. Rather than on the side, that's fair. Yeah, so Manchester is north of Liverpool, west coast-ish. It's not on the coast, but it's towards the west. But yeah, I'm originally from Lincolnshire, which is on the opposite coast. I've been to Canada once. I was 4. Went to Toronto and also Niagara Falls. I can put it on there. I mean, it doesn't do anything, but I can. Did I just take that through the wall? Yeah, I don't remember an awful lot about it. But it was nice. I can't fire that through the wall, though. And now I need to figure out... Because now it's still trapped, right? And I can't hit that from down here. I feel this is a multi-hitting puzzle. I'm not entirely sure how. I think this is genuinely the first puzzle so far where I'm like, what the fuck have I done here? No, I don't want to select, I want to drop the connector. Put the connector here. No. Put the connector on the button. You're in my way. Now I'm stuck in here. He sums it up pretty well, I think. Push me out the way. I'm pretty sure there's not been any puzzles that have involved split-second timing. I managed to get out, but now my connector is trapped in there, but I don't know if that's intentional. Oh, it'd help if I put this on the other side, wouldn't it? No, I I think the way I figured it out was cheesy, but like the result might not be. No. Connect to that, connect to that, connect to that. Put you on there. Connect that to that. And off we go. No, because I've lost connection in the middle. Just slowly pushing it along. Where'd it go? Whatever works, exactly. And this kind of works. It's so close as well.
Tasty, tasty bits.
Ah, yes. Don't forget to take your drugs. Right. How did I do this before? It's there. That'll do. I don't know what I did, but it'll do. Oh, I'd love to know what the actual solution is for that, because...
What impact do you think the megastructure will have on the future of this island?
If it stays out of control like it is now, then what happened to Miranda could happen again, but on a much bigger scale. I'm not sure the ecosystem could recover from that. At least, not for a very long time, even by our standards.
A frightening thought.
Yeah, I feel like the bit where I got stuck in the little box after the blue wall, I imagine there's a bit more of a logical kind of don't just bang your head against the wall till it comes out kind of solution to it. But then afterwards, you kind of have to lock a connector in there. Where am I? 4 is this way, apparently. I'll take it. I'll take it. Is that 4? It's just oddly not connected to the rest of the pathway. Sort of is, but sort of isn't. Surfing. Does it float? Yeah, it's well, you probably already know it's a grub from Hollow Knight. Just heavily edited by me. Just realised I've moved that too far. It's also this guy. This is a grub from Hollow Knight. And these hawks. Hang on, my microphone's up here. Yeah, and then this is Grunt. This is Grunt. I'll introduce you to Grunt while we're here. Hello! Yeah, Grunt does all my alerts as well. You may have heard him say tasty bits. They're the real stars of the stream, let's be honest. I just play games. Right, can I now... Oh, I need to put it on the box, don't I? Caterial is also here. How you doing, Caterial? Welcome in. Oh, this also needs to be on the button. Let's go the other way. Doing pretty well. Doing pretty good. I've just forcibly broken my way out of jail from a puzzle. Ah, there's the fan. Is the fan attached to the button? Yeah, I'm not convinced I did it the right way, but whatever works. I just want to see if this is attached to this button. It's not. Is that... Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't know it was actually going to float. Also, I've just realised I've left the bloody connector in there. Which now won't open because I'm not on the button. God's sake. On there, on there, on there. Because I also need this. So now do we put you on there? What's the box for then? Is it not high enough? The box is for the button. I'm like, what's the box for? Obviously, suppress the button down.
Good solve, 1K.
I like puzzles that involve floating a connector. I like them a lot. See, some of them I get straight away. Other ones take me forever. Oh yeah, I figured out where this is. I just need to get it. It's on top of puzzle 6. Yeah, the previous island that's got all the moving walls and stuff, where you essentially move the puzzle around rather than moving the puzzle within it. I was much better at those. Definitely. Oh. Also, yeah, pay your stream taxes. Don't forget to pay your stream taxes. Nuisance. That's me. Oh, sorry, the exit's there. Oh, no, it'll be all the way around. I'm nuisance. In here. I mean... Oh, okay. I see. I see. I missed the button. Thank you for paying your taxes. You needed to block the door from being open with the platform so that the fan would then work again.
Excuse me. I was looking at your research log, and I was rather perplexed by the latest upload.
Oh, Melville strikes again.
Is that your foot, Melville?
Yes. Do you want to see it up close? Although you won't be able to fully enjoy it as you don't have a rear camera.
Sorry, Mayor. Melville just has a unique way of taking pictures.
Next time you're getting an upgrade, you coot. I'm installing a mute button.
Yeah, I didn't like Melville to start with, but she's really, really grown on me. I quite like her. Also, TC Loves Games is here. Hello, TC. How you doing? Welcome in. These things must be connected to the Noema system. Maybe I should dig one up and see how it works. Maybe you should. Was there anything else in my research log? There was. What was it? Oh, this. Managed to extract the following text string. I'm always struck by the degree to which our ancestors in the years before the end struggled with sincerity. They became poisoned with irony, unable to pass any information through anything except a thick layer of alienation. This left so little space for any kind of intellectual authenticity that they seemed to exist in a state of permanent agony. Ironically, that in turn made them extremely susceptible to This is why I'm not a voice actor, because I just fall over my words all the time. To the point where I did consider the other day, on a different stream, to add a counter for the amount of times I've fallen over my own words. I have not yet, but that's twice in this stream. Ironically, that in turn made them extremely susceptible to a few sanctioned forms of sincerity, which acted as means of social control. Yes, 2 on the count. Did we find Byron yet? No, Byron is still trapped, but we did release Prometheus. I do read super fast. I read so quick, but my brain reads it even faster, and my mouth can't keep up. So, Prometheus has told us that the goal was entirely arbitrary, or rather revealed a conversation between Athena and Cornelius about it. So, not a bad thing, just not a good thing either, I don't think. Yeah, if I read this stuff slowly, it would still be at the beginning. There is a lot to read in this game. Then there's a gap, followed by, there's something equally damaged in our own estrangement from our humanity. We mimic the forms and behaviours of our human ancestors, but we don't act like proud inheritors of the human condition. Everything we do gets filtered through this perpetual awareness of their shortcomings, to the degree that we act as if our existence was one of their failures. Author unknown. Whoever it is, I understand what they mean, but disagree with their conclusion. This perpetual awareness isn't a form of alienation, but a way of learning from the mistakes of our species. Unpleasant, but necessary. Yes, TC, by the way, Erin, is our resident bibliophile, I think is a good word for it. TC kind of absorbs it like it's water. A book dragon. Book dragon implies fire-breathing evil. Although it's not necessarily true, because some dragons, like Ladon, who we mentioned earlier, are quite comfortable. Yes, okay, you are the Smaug of books. Well done. Although Smaug is the Smaug of books. Right, so I need to get up there, because that's the thing for the statue. There are 2. Do they fly on top of each other, or do they just bounce off? No. Disconnect, reconnect, do that. There we go. Oh, there's a fan there. I did not see the fan. No, they don't. Excuse me. Have I managed to connect that incorrectly? Right. Let's deal with this before we deal with the puzzle. Let's get old Jean-Michel Jarre up in here. I do genuinely love this piece of music. No, where are you going? The statue's that way. Discord is stuck doing update 1 of 14. Well, shit. Where are you going? I'm sorry, what? I didn't think I was allowed to walk on these. I'm sure it pushed me off this in the previous place I tried to do this. Now where are you going? It's like, I don't want to jump down in case it's not coming down again. Oh good, it's stopping at the statue. Ah, missed the jump. It's not... I was going to say it's not stopping at the statue. I thought it was going to fly off again. Right, that's that one covered. I haven't found the other statue yet.
Great works have been accomplished by those who believed in humankind. But greater things than these may yet be accomplished by those who uphold the faith.
So there is another puzzle to be done with the other statue. I found the puzzle on one of them. I haven't found the statue that tells me what buttons to press yet. Oh, it must be blue. Can I? Thanks. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? Because I'm on the wrong side. I keep forgetting to put the connectors on the other side of the things. Also, why are there two of them? What is the purpose of there being two? There's only one connection. Oh. Because I need to get one underneath the other one so it's tall enough, I'm guessing. This won't be high enough. Yeah. It's not tall enough. Oh, fan. There we go. Have yourself a platform stack. Oh, we have new interface stuff. Places of longings, Athens. Places of longing, Athens. There we go. To understand what humanity is capable of, what it means to flourish, we have to look at the golden age of Athenian democracy. The list of geniuses who live in Athens at this time is so long it's almost inconceivable. Oh good, time for me to slaughter the pronunciation of all these Greek people. I'm so sorry. Pericles, Sophocles, Aeschylus, Phidias, Euripides, Herodotus, wow. Herodotus, Thucydides, Plato, Socrates, Hippocrates, calling him Hippocrates as well now. Socrates, Aristophanes, and Aristotle. And the list goes on. These are people who changed world history. Without them, there is no Stratinus or Gira to inspire Alexander Drennan. Without them, we do not exist. Was it a perfect time? I need to know what we want to call this counter that I've made up, by the way, that Claire is covering, because it's had a different name every time we've done it. Thankfully, the list goes on, but not now. Without them, we do not exist. Was it a perfect time? No, undoubtedly not. But listing the flaws obscures the greater truth. Given the opportunity, given freedom and resources and space to grow, human beings are capable of incredible things. It would mean everything to me to walk the roads where these people once walked, stand where they stood, think about the world as they dared to. Yeah, flair counter, maybe. Exclamation mark flair chat every time I screw up talking. Or when I screw up counting, you know, that's probably also applies. Number 7, this way. Hello. Breach. Breach, breach, breach. But also, potentially the wrong colour. Because it's going... Oh no, do I need an inverter off that then? Oak smash. A mash. Yeah, smash. I heard that in ages. Oh god, there's an accumulator in it just to really mess with me now. Does override it. Oh, accumulating red might not be the answer here. I might have to accumulate blue. To open the door. Yoink. I don't know why I went all the way over there to do that when I could have done it off that. Then I need something to hold that down. Oh, this will hold that down. But is that enough things happening? No, because it still needs to open that door. Fuck. Your banana coin hoard. Oh no. Oh wow, that's confused it. Now it doesn't know what to think. Let's have a look through here. That doesn't... Why does that not open the door? Is it connected to both? Yes, it is. Then I need the red. Huh. But then I can't open. Wow, okay, that's fucking messy. Completely forgot I was carrying the accumulator and not what I thought I was carrying. So that's great and all, but now I can't get through the door.
Thank you for subscribing.
Thank you, Tracy. Tony Young, how you doing? Thank you for subscribing, as Brent says. How is it nearly 60 months? Because that's how long I stream. Sorry, that was terrible English. That's how long I stream. Oh, I was running a blue beam from here, wasn't I? Yeah, me and words today ain't happening. Let's start this again, because I don't know what the hell I did. But not the power out, that's pretty fucking shit. Right, I now have red power. However, I cannot get through blue door to use red power. So step one must be get through door. The light socket. It's such a cool little tool until it doesn't do what you want it to do. Too much freedom, I would argue. I still won't be able to get out of here, will I? Because the moment I unplug this, I don't have power. Does that not just create the same problem? But now they're competing with each other, so they won't. Right, I've got the platform in. That's step one. Now I need to work out how to open the doors so I can get through them all. There's nothing else in there, is there? No. Does there need to be? No. Amazing. That's it. There we go. I started overthinking the second part again. Also, on the subject of spending your banana coins, your stream currency.
Has a remarkable gift
when Herman's finished.
Trials, but then she did have to overcome Elohim, whose very purpose was to design trials.
So, what was I saying? Yeah, your stream currency, your banana coins. If you didn't spend them, what would you do with them? Just hoard them. What would be the purpose in hoarding them? Oh, I found these somewhere over here. DK does have a banana hoard. Like a dragon. This is set of things. Now I need to work out which way around I need to be. Insert food into grub face. So triangle and that way around? No. Oh, the two that are next to each other are at the back. So I was actually stood the right way around in the first place, I think. Yes. So it's that one. That one. That one. That one. I had stumbled on those earlier on, so now I just have to remember where the statue is again. You are number 7. Your statue was outside here somewhere. There it is. You walk into the corner shop. I am in your ear, but not timing. That's okay. Everybody play alerts at Erin just to make her walk delightful.
Is it wisdom or folly to give a sword to a child?
Hooray! Question mark?
There you go. To number 8. Everybody's going to be like, yes, I've been to the shop. I'm not coming back.
Simply lovely.
Lithrasa. That's enough of that. We've got a voice clip now.
The reason I have always admired Alexandra Drennan is that even in death, she fought to see the world as it is, not as she wanted to see it. I say fought because I believe this is not an easy matter. It is a mental and spiritual struggle that we must undertake with great seriousness, even when we are joking. The ancients believed that for most of us, the world is a shadow cast by a flame, dimly seen on the wall of a cave. Our task is not to interpret these shapes, but to free ourselves from the cave itself.
Can I turn up the beats? That's a good question. Can I fire through the wall? No, I can see through the wall, but I can't fire through the glass.
Oh no.
Oh, it's a teleporter. Which means we can go inside, have a look. Something about this guitar figure in this piece of music that is so good. I have made an error. I need to connect to that. The street thing about it does make me look like a street thug, you're not wrong. Right, so when that gets through to there and lands on the button, we stop. Oh, we need to take the drill through here. Can I teleport to that? Can't take the driller to its own hole. I don't need to. Because I can teleport through the thing. And then we take the teleporter with us. Teleporter in here. And press the button. Nice.
I admire your persistence, 1K.
Wasn't persistence, that was intelligence. Right, so we still have, I believe, one puzzle to do here. Yeah, and I need to find the lab. Not found the lab yet. Who are you calling one key? Me. Is this a secret puzzle or is this the golden puzzle? The golden puzzle. These are coming on nicely. Worryingly so. Where is the lab? Or the extra puzzle for that matter. This might be the extra puzzle. Architecture here is really nice. I think I said that about every area, but this one in particular. That's number 2. Is this number 1? It's number 3. Where is number 6? Some more interactions have appeared.
You know, when I decided that we should call ourselves human, I did that because it seemed like a powerful symbol of our continuity. But the truth is, and I'm ashamed to admit this, I thought we were better than them. I thought we understood the value of civilization, and we wouldn't repeat the same mistakes. But the simulation worked too well.
We're not just like them. We are them.
We really are.
But that doesn't have to be a bad thing, Athena. We may have the same flaws, but we also have all the potential they did. Everything that Alexandra Drennan saw in them is also in us.
I hope you're right. I really do.
It's so strange hearing that, knowing that the person who voiced that is currently in my chat. I mean, you're certainly welcome, but it's still a bit weird. In, like, the nicest possible way. Now I know how TC feels when Dave Jones appears. How to stay on long enough to make a cup of tea so he can do what he likes. Nice. I'm going to leave us stood here for a minute because I kind of need a bathroom break. We still got the other triangle puzzle to do. We've got to go in the lab and then do the tower, and then that'll be us done for this island. I keep calling them islands. It's not an island, but you know what I mean. I'll be back in a minute. Entertain yourselves. I have returned. The giveaway was that I nudged my mouse as I sat down. Can't believe that I added Sonic doing a Fortnite dance. I didn't know it was a Fortnite dance. I thought he was just having a boogie, and I liked it, so I added it. Right, let's go into the lab late one night. It's only 3 PM in America. America, as you referred to it earlier. We Fortnite every day, really? It's just not. It's not for me. It's just not for me. This is a big lab. I played it for 4 hours once, and that was it. This is cool. I mean, I appreciate it's turned into an absolute, like, megalith of a game, but I don't wanna. I once played it for 4 hours because I basically got my viewers to pay me money to do it. So, you know, you're still playing the Long Dark. There's nothing wrong with that. You're just going for all the achievements at this point. From Arkady Chernyshevsky's In Our Likeness, Essays on Humankind Reaching Adulthood. War is the crudest, most obscene human activity. It may be justly called an abomination, or it is the absolute negation of conscious human will. 5358. It's happening again. The Long Boy, the Long Dark. I love the Long Boy MO. It's such a good doodle. There is only a single cause of war for all the endless deceptions that are foisted upon us, and that is the acquisition of resources. Various ideologies are constructed to justify this crude behaviour, this childish degeneration of thought and communication, but history reveals the ruthless, unflattering truth. Stop adding bits to words, Jay. Stop doing it. We imagine crusaders as fanatics of a cause, willing to die for their religion. Yet the Fourth Crusade culminated not in the conquest of Jerusalem, but in the looting of Constantinople, setting the stage for the triumph of the very enemy the Crusaders claimed to oppose. Why? The answer, as with every war, is the same. It's popular amongst the ghouls of the establishment and their misanthropic friends in the intelligentsia, it's a cool word, to ascribe the persistence of war to human nature, but a careful observation of the facts revealed the opposite to be true. Individual human beings must be broken in order to submit to war, their minds distorted by ideology, and their bodies by poverty and ruthless training to make them compliant. Without force, the majority of human beings only seek to protect themselves and are traumatized by the act of killing. If the resources are the core cause of war, then it is only in the production and distribution of resources that an answer may be found. It is not enough to morally condemn war, we must work to prevent the material issues that endanger us all. I mean, we must. We most definitely must. And yet, from Guta to Athena, Dear Founder, I'm afraid we are losing our humanity. We're angry at each other, always disagreeing about everything, unable to forgive each other for being different. I don't know how much longer, and I don't know what could save us. Please help us, Founder, please. Be able to load profile. And Project 11, resuming trials with new protocols, energy output contained, no errors. Hyperbolic growth, advanced synthesis, lossless conversion. This trial is FLAC. Free lossless audio codec. So we haven't pressed the button that's corrupted us yet. Which way did I come in? That way. Oh, why? Why would you do that, Bobble? Can't believe you would put loss in my chat. Oh, Thekla. Beloved Founder, know that I do not believe any of the lies the expedition is spreading about you. Is right, this Prometheus illusion is just a test. We will resist temptation as you once did. We will not disappoint. Praise your name, Thekla. Thekla to this string here. That was sent more recently because we are the expedition. The history of Athena. was first published as Athena, a novel, and retained that title for its first 3 printings, now highly sought after. After a lull in popularity, it was reprinted as Athena Reborn, a novel. This edition retained the same text but included some of the author's poetry. The next edition, however, published long after the author's death under the rather embarrassing title Athena's Truth, included severe cuts and drastic changes to the text, in the interest of updating it for modern audiences. This particularly affected the last chapter, Anthropogeny, which the editors accused of scientism and human supremacy. Science wunderkind Alexander Drennan was one of the few to come to the novel's defense, writing in a long essay that the novel's clear-eyed belief in the value of Athena's journey towards humanity had been essential to shaping her own views, encouraging her to pursue science as a vocation rather than a career, and that changing the text constituted an attack on the author's unique artistic and philosophical vision. Alex, who hurt you? Lamau? One of the editors commented on a popular social media platform. Najis Sarabi of the Institute of Applied Pneumatics also got involved in the discussion, backing Drennan, resulting in a long but unsuccessful campaign to oust Sarabi from her position as head researcher. I've got a really itchy elbow. Give me a minute. I can't scroll because one arm is scratching my elbow and it's like I'm kind of stuck. There we go. Like a monkey with his paw in the jar with the fruit in it on the tree. Wow. In the current context of ecological catastrophe, as evidenced by the recent extinction of the orangutan, clumsy editing aside, do the critics of the novel perhaps have a point after all? It's a philosophy that places humans above nature and sees science and technology as the only valid tools, the cause of all our troubles. What about other ways of knowing, other ways of living? Homer with his hand in the vending machine, yes. I don't know why my brain went to the monkeys thing. It was, I don't know if it was like a panorama type documentary on the BBC. But it was it showed that they were growing fruit, but because the local wild monkeys were kept trying to steal them, they would put jars over the fruit while they were growing, which also acted like as a miniature greenhouse. Because the monkeys could then put their hand inside and grab the fruit, but couldn't move their hand out of the jar whilst holding it. Have you tried letting go? Just in life, have you tried letting go? That was interesting because that's the first lab where my brain hasn't been melted into 1,000 tiny pieces by a data stream overload. Right, we need to find another lost puzzle before we enter the tower. The oil well thing. Machine for use for extracting petroleum. Our ancestors used machines of this type to extract a substance called petroleum, which had countless industrial applications. Technologies involving petroleum revolutionized human society and greatly increased human quality of life. Also came with initially discounted side effects, such as the release of greenhouse gases. Yes, it did. Just gonna run around the outside of the map until I find the other puzzle, I guess. Was this the first one I've already done? Yes, that was Jailbreak, which I may have completely cheesed my way through, but it worked. Roscoe is also here. How you doing, Roscoe? He was summoned by Simpsons quotes. Oh, not too deep. Just, I thought for a moment that that had actual plant life on it, but it wasn't. It was the purple light behind. You like cheese? Who doesn't like cheese? If you don't like cheese, you're either lactose intolerant or mental. Those are your only two options. And even then, if you're not lactose intolerant and you don't like cheese, there's something seriously wrong with you. Just accept your lactose intolerance and eat the cheese anyway. That's the gold puzzle, which I'm still not going to be able to get into. I mean, don't actually do that unless you live alone. She's not intolerant, she just can't stand the smell, touch, or taste of cheese. And yet somehow you turned out alright, TC. Good to know it's not genetic. Yeah, lactate is a thing, yes. It's I've never had it, but I am aware of it being a thing. That's number 7. Oh, because your dad's a cheese addict. Oh, well, opposites attract and all that, you know. Is that the missing puzzle? Is it over there? Oh, I'm going to drown. Fill my pockets with cheese. You forgot to put the word quote in there, didn't you, Tracy? Bottomless pockets so I can fill them with cheese. Here it is. Just run around in circles till you find it. Problem solved. Vertical locomotion. Oh, it's up there. Whee! Oh, am I supposed to bring this with me too? Of course, you can't see it. That could possibly be the fastest anybody's ever solved a puzzle in this game. Because holy shit. Right, that is all the puzzles on this island. In this area. I keep calling it an island. Dan was asking how you felt about sheep cheese. I mean, I don't think I've ever had sheep cheese. Presumably by sheep cheese he means cheese made from sheep milk, not cheese made from sheep. Because they would be two slightly different things. And there's a goat. I can't remember the last time I had goat cheese. I'm going the wrong way. This way. Yeah, if it was made from sheep, it would be meat. Absolutely. Right. Let's go across here. You're also busy chatting about cheese that nobody's acknowledged my speed solve. And now we're going to be here forever because the last bridge puzzle completely did my brain in. Yes, yes, I'm playing a game too, thank you. Oh my god, fucking nailed it first try. Let's go. I mean, it wants me to go through there, but I clearly want to go around the back, if I can. Last time I went around the back, there was a serious salmon Easter egg. We cannot go around the back. Guess we'll just go in the tower then. I didn't mean to speed solve the last puzzle and the bridge, but here we are. I send. Thank you, elevator. Disguising loading screen.
This is the last time we will speak, creature of clay. Together, we have told
Into the bitrate scrambler. Does it ruin the stream?
But the golden ages of the past are distant. The gods have retreated to their high places, and there are no heroes amongst men. In days gone by, I was renowned for my riddles. But you, creature of clay, are a riddle without an answer.
Amazing. What I always wanted to be. I don't need an answer. Existence is enough.
Let us hope that it is. Farewell, creature of clay. Remember my stories, and do not let the flame burn you.
It's really surprised to see a Sphinx about Booba. Well, I think that says more about you than it does about Sphinxes, Paul.
That is an unsettling amount of energy. I would hate to see what would happen if one of those beams was aimed at something else.
Are you volunteering? I really expected Melville to chip in and just ask if the mayor was volunteering then. So yeah, that is section 10, as it were. Island 10, Area 10, Section 10, whatever you would like to call it. Hops. Assuming the mayor isn't going to interrupt me when I get back to the station. Wherever the station is. Which way is the station? Are you the station? You're the station. I was kind of expecting to be interrupted. I was not. Let us climb in and head to the next bit, and then we shall wrap up the stream. We're going to go into the Anthropic Hills, rocky highland terrain, dramatically sculpted by the technology contained in the megastructure. I'm going to double check I have done everything. Yes, it's at the gold puzzle, which you can't do yet. There are only 2 left. There are 2.
The next area you're going to is... Honestly, it's better if you see for yourself.
Okay. I do like these. I like these a lot. It's less thrilling when you're in the tunnel, but I like them arriving. Monorail. Monorail. Ah! A hand. A shit ton of statues. It's quite pretty. Anybody going to speak before I do? No, they're not. All the way to North Haverbrook. Have a quick glance around without going anywhere. There's like giant versions of the statues from everywhere. And that one that's just like, I'm going to hold on to this monorail for you. Don't worry, I've got it. Anyway, that is obviously a logical stopping point. We have 2 more areas left to go. And then whatever else happens in the megastructure. And then ultimately, the really fucking hard puzzles, I imagine, in the golden sections. But for now, let's go back to the main menu and we shall wrap up the stream. And for the purpose of the bottom of the highlight, this is the end. So, latest potatoes.